Yo, this is Stocks and Bars, the Stock Market Hip Hop Podcast, the only place you will find finance mixed with hip hop. And this is part 2. My homie Chris stopped by the show and we talked all about crypto in his world travels. Make sure you check out part 1. Let's go. I got my clique ready to use the money they got from jobs, encouraging, teaching them that it's not so hard. I'm doing this, making investing pop. You law is extra. You tuning in to Stocks and Bars. And now for part 2 of our conversation with Chris Dockery, let's learn crypto. So what sparks something like that for somebody to be like, all right, I anticipate in 2024, 2025, Bitcoin to do this, right? So I'm getting in right now. So like, how do those whispers start to, create rumors for people like you to pick up on and start getting into
it? Yeah. So like I said, but I'm just not getting into the charts. So I can't really break the charts down to you, but I do know they got something called, and you might could help me answer this question. You ever heard of something called the Fibonacci?
Yeah. Yep.
So, I think they say when the Fibonacci levels get to a certain point, I can't really explain it. It, but they can. It's by reading the charts. That I'm trying to get better at that point. Part.
Fib levels they got. It's at I think 33.2, and then it's 67 point something. Then there's retracement levels. So the way fibs work is you have the highest of highs, and what they do is they take that high point and they do percentages from that high point. So the first fib retracement level, I think, is 68.7 is what people go by. And once you hit that level, that's like the first level. If that level fails, then there's another level below that, and they have all the retracement levels from where it is. So once you hit like 100%, then everything usually is a go for you to get into that stock for 100% retracement. And that's what the way fib levels work. And charting, shout out TD right now. You can actually just put it right at the top and you can just drag it and it'll show you exactly where those fib levels are at if anybody has that. But that's a quick explanation of it.
Yep. But what I would say, what I do, because you still got to do research, what I do, because I'm learning the charts, but what I do is I actually listen to, there's a few people that I listen to on YouTube. And so I get the information. And then I kind of go read the charts myself. I'll try to like how I read the charts. I do the 1 hour, the 1 day, the 1 month, the year. I'll kind of, since I've been in the space now for a few years, especially the crypto space, I can speak a little more in depth on the crypto space than the stock market because I own more crypto. But with the crypto space, I've been in it for a few years, so I kind of know the patterns a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You see the frequencies of how things go.
Yeah. So I see the and also I've seen where I've missed out on certain coins. You know what I'm saying? So and I can kind of pinpoint that. But I kind of just look at the charts. I listen to the folks that I listen to on YouTube, and then I look at the charts myself, and then I'll kind of go back into like my memory bank on what was going on and at this point and what's going on at this point, and I'll kind of look at the just the levels. And I kind of just go from there, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of dudes that I listen to on YouTube that are pretty good, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of they put me in the right direction. I get a lot of that YouTube University.
You said something that's very important that I want people to understand is you got to be able to be yourself. You can't just copy at all. You got to be able to say, all right, take this information. I'm definitely one to tell people the same thing. When I have a YouTube channel, I got all that stuff. Cool. You can look at what I got, but still do you. Don't sit there and just go off of me and be like, yeah, that guy's doing it. No, do your own research. You can obviously put something in the comments like, yo, you full of trash. Okay, cool. We can have a conversation at that point. Yeah. But what I always recommend is always do your own research. Do not just sit there and just run with me because I'm running and doing it. What I may do is because of my own research too, because like you, I got a couple plugs here and there, that I look at, I understand it, and then I translate it into what I need to.
Yeah, and I'm a part of a few communities too. Like I'm a big XRP guy, so I'm part of the XRP community. So like Twitter is a good platform for me to get like information. Even like when XRP Ripple was going through their court battle, Um, that was a long 3 years, man.
Man, yeah.
It's still ongoing. They've put out certain stuff on Ripple or XRP, the coin. That was good news for us, stating that it wasn't a security. So a lot of the exchanges relisted XRP. So now XRP is coin is back on most of the exchanges that they were taken off of. Yeah, so we got a little a boost in the price. But yeah, just joining these communities that I'm a part of and following along and like I said, man, it's kind of became a lifestyle of mine. I would have never thought I would have been this dude, but I mean, I kind of it's fun to me. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to really venture out a little bit now, or a lot more now, because I'm not really traveling war zones anymore. So I'm kind of,
You at
back
home now.
stateside, and I'm able to do certain stuff. I'm actually in Europe right now, but
Oh, okay.
I'm back stateside though. But I go back and forth from here, state to Europe. But yeah, man, just being a part of like different communities and getting like the information and just being pointed in the right direction and just kind of trials and tribulations. But like I said, once you kind of get the information and you get the keys, you will start to make better decisions as your investing goes along. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to jump back to Bitcoin here because we was talking about it for a minute. One of the things that I know a lot of people run into when it comes to Bitcoin is the actual price, where we were just talking about 20,000, 30,000, I could go to 100,000. So, number one, where do you buy Bitcoin from, you personally? And number two, how, like when you buy it, do you buy it in fractions, or are you being able to say, I got 10,000 in order to get whatever? Like, what is the method of getting Bitcoin for you, and how does it break down?
Yeah. So for anyone out here like listening, if you're interested in buying Bitcoin, you could as far as like somebody starting off, I would suggest you download Coinbase, get you like a app.
Okay.
Coinbase is a good one. Coinbase is a good one for like a beginner to start off with. Get you a Coinbase account, set it up. You're gonna have to submit your IDs and link your bank account to it. And once you
brokerage stuff that you
typical brokerage stuff. And once you're validated and verified and everything, you'd be good to go to buy Bitcoin right off that profile, right off of that app preferred. But there's different apps out there. There's another app called Uphold, which is pretty good. Those are the only two that I normally use, but I also they have like cold storage wallets, which is like a wallet that's not it's not on a brokerage. Like it's literally I'm the brokerage. I hold my own wallet. And most crypto folks that's been in crypto for some years, and they're pro crypto, like I own my coins and nobody else owns them, and I'm going to take care of them. And that's kind of the best way, because sometimes a lot of people get scared from crypto because you hear about these exchanges like FTX failing and stuff like that. And
that was huge.
People are losing their money. You don't want to lose. Trust me, you don't want to lose no money. So I understand why people are scared. Some folks be like, I'd just rather keep my money in the bank and I forget that. I ain't messing with no crypto. So a lot of folks use like the cold wallets, which you're the owner. You know what I'm saying? You house your own tokens, which is the safest way.
Yeah.
That is the safest way. But for somebody just starting out, get you a Coinbase account and set it up, submit your IDs and everything, and you'd be good to go. And you can buy Bitcoin. And you do not have to. So say like right now, the coin is $30,000. So you hear people talk about all these big numbers, 30,000, 25,000, 50,000. Sometimes it could like scare people away. Like damn, I don't got $30,000.
Right. That's exactly what we talk about.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to. In order to, you could buy portions of Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? You could buy $10 of that 30,000. So if you just had $10 that you wanted to invest, you could buy $10 of that particular coin. So it's not the whole coin that you own; it's just a portion of it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, you don't have to buy the whole. Most folks don't have $30,000 to drop on Bitcoin.
Right.
So So you could just put $10, $50, $100, and as it adds up, and as that price increases, your portfolio will increase.
Yeah. So one of the things that I want people to take away from that is you can buy it in portions, and everything is relative. Percentages are relative. So if Bitcoin goes up 10% and you had $10, then you also go up 10% with your $10. And to a lot of people, $10, that's 10% is $1. Yo, you earn that $1. I want everybody to understand that the power is in investing and making sure that you're able to duplicate that very same move over and over again without anybody being in your way. I want people to know that 10% is relative to any amount of money you invest. Don't sleep on investing, period. So go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is I remember this is kind of when I first got in. This is when I first really started getting into this is when I really started putting money into crypto. I might have put in on Bitcoin. Speaking about Bitcoin, I might have put in about $1,000 on Bitcoin when I decided to at this particular point. And Bitcoin was, I think, at like 8,800. It was going back and forth between 10,000 and 8,000. And putting $1,000 and then going up to like $20,000. But I mean, I went up like almost $1,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, even though you're buying portions of Bitcoin, or portions of any coin, Bitcoin or Ethereum, because Ethereum is kind of on the pricey side too.
Yeah.
I mean, once the coin goes up, and trust me, Bitcoin is going up again. It's going up again. The thing is, folks, is you just gotta learn how to be patient. You know what I'm saying? I understand, or trade. You know what I'm saying? Have you a long-term stash, and have you another stash that you might be trading with, you know what I'm saying, to make your daily gains or whatever. But as Bitcoin goes up or as Ethereum goes up, your portions will, increase most definitely. And a lot of people going back to the stock market and these penny stocks, after I kind of learned that, and I might be wrong on this when I say this, because you're the stock market guy, D. So if I'm wrong, let me know. But when I was dabbling in the stock market, I was trying penny stocks out. I could never find me a good penny stock. I couldn't find one.
I don't think you're gonna find them either.
I couldn't find one. But what I could say is, in crypto, you will find good cheap coins.
Okay.
Like a coin like Cardano, 32 cents. I'm telling you, Cardano's going to $5 in 2025. I'm telling you that.
So where do you buy? You mentioned where you buy Bitcoin, which is on Coinbase. Do you also buy these other coins and tokens and stuff? We'll get to the token part. But do you buy all that stuff on Coinbase as well?
Yeah. You can. You could buy the majority of coins on Coinbase. There are certain coins that you can't buy on Coinbase, but the ones that I named, you can buy all of those on Coinbase. If you can't buy them on Coinbase, you can probably get them on Coinbase Wallet, or you can get them on Uphold. Some folks like Binance. Binance is going through a little thing in the courts right now with the SEC. But you can buy them on Binance. But like I said, the two that I mainly mess around with is Coinbase Wallet and Coinbase, and I do have a cold storage as well. But yeah, so you can get on Coinbase, you can buy a majority of the coins though, man. If you're trying to get in the Hedera Hashgraph, Stellar Lumens, XRP, Cardano, Sandbox, Snoop Dogg does a lot of stuff with Sandbox. Sandbox is a virtual reality coin. I don't know if you remember, about a year or two ago during COVID, Snoop was doing a lot of concerts like in the metaverse.
Yeah, I remember. And people he was selling out like digital real estate.
Yeah, digital real estate. Yeah. But at that time, when that type of stuff is going on, you got coins like Decentraland and Sandbox. That's what they specialize in. And those two coins right now are at a real good price too. And Sandbox, once this metaverse, I've been seeing, folks have been talking a little bit more about NFTs and metaverse the past few months. So if that kind of kicks back up, those two particular coins will probably see some nice little gains. But yeah, but for the most part, you can buy pretty much most coins on Coinbase.
Okay. So let me,
And especially for a beginner, yeah, start off with Coinbase, start there, get your education from there.
yeah, the beginner phase. All right. So somebody who's
Mm-hmm.
never bought any type of crypto before and they keep hearing it and they missed the boat, but they got a little change now and they want to make sure that they don't miss the next boat. So you explain the whole thing with Coinbase, and the first one that they should probably get is Bitcoin. Walk through the transaction. So when you actually go through and buy it through Coinbase, like what's happening? You put the ticker in, you just hit the buy signal, and then that's it, or like what happens? What has to happen in that transaction?
Yeah, it's a simple transaction. It's very simple. So you put in how much Bitcoin you want to buy, or you put in how much money you're trying to buy, either or.
Okay.
So you're buying portions of a Bitcoin most likely. So it might be a 0.000529 type of number.
Okay.
Like like beyond the decimal point. So but it's easier to put in if you're trying to spend $50, you type in $50, you want to buy $50 worth of Bitcoin, the numbers automatically come up. You
Okay.
you click purchase, and it's as simple as that. Once you hit
Okay.
purchase, yeah, it automatically buys it just like that on Coinbase. And also
Link
you
to your
could
bank
do
account like any other brokerage.
yeah, it's linked to your bank
Okay.
account just like any other brokerage. If you have Coinbase One, like Coinbase One, you actually have like phone support. So if you need phone support, you could actually call. If you don't have Coinbase One, you're not going to get the phone support. See, crypto is still kind of, you know what I'm saying?
That
Crypto
was
is
a slow plug for Coinbase.
yeah, but you know what? But crypto is a very it's a space that I would encourage everyone to get into. But crypto is also a space to where a lot of stuff are still being ironed out in the courts and being what's the word I'm looking for? Like regulated, like
Yeah,
crypto
yeah,
regulation. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Another
Uncle
thing
Sam
too, as
want their
far as
money.
crypto, yeah, Uncle Sam want their money. And I think that's the reason why America is so late on jumping onto the crypto train is because Uncle Sam is trying to figure out a way. We need to
Yeah.
figure out how we can
We get
get
our
some
money,
money.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
figure
yeah.
it out. We want our cut before you get your cut.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how that goes.
Yeah,
And
man.
the crypto space was all about decentralized platforms. So like
Yeah.
a lot of the folks in the crypto space is like, oh, forget the government. You know what I'm saying? So, but one thing about XRP, the coin, XRP used to get a lot of haters back in the day
Yeah.
because XRP is actually called the banker's coin. It's a crypto coin that's it's banker friendly. You know what I'm saying? So back like in 2018, 2019, 2020, a lot of those CEOs from these other crypto companies, they're like, oh, forget Ripple, forget XRP. You know what I'm saying? Because we were the banker's coin. We were the coin that are friendly.
Yeah.
We can go either way. A lot of the crypto other companies, they were hating on XRP because of that. But now, you know what I'm saying, XRP is the one coin that is regulated and it's been put down through the court system. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So
So
it didn't got his
yeah.
strikes now. Or the stripes, I meant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the coins, we talked about a few right here. All right, let's pick. We got our new investor. They want to get involved. We got XRP, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. Which one should they go with? Which one? What's the top one?
And to be real with you, and it's not because I'm an XRP guy, but I'll say XRP. And
Okay.
the reason why I say XRP is because you could buy a whole coin. It's only
Yeah.
right now XRP is like 80 cents, 79 cents. And the upside for XRP would be a very good upside for a new investor coming in, putting down some money, and it could be for I don't want to call people the average person, but like for whoever out there working that's wanting to get into the crypto space and wants to get in on a good project and not have to spend too much money.
Yeah.
XRP is most definitely that project. I mean, you could always put your money on Bitcoin and you wouldn't have to worry because Bitcoin is a stable. I don't want to
Yeah.
call it a stable coin
Stable
because it's
coin.
not a
Yeah.
stable coin, but Bitcoin is a coin that holds its value pretty well. And so if you chose Bitcoin, you're not going to lose, but you're probably going to gain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because not knowing how much money you're going to put in, but if you put in like $100 on Bitcoin, you know, and Bitcoin goes to 31,000, you know, it's going to be a gain. Any gain is a good gain, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a marginal gain. To whereas if you bought $100 of XRP at 79 cents, you know what I'm saying? XRP most definitely will be going up in the near future.
Yeah.
So if you put $100 on XRP, your gains would be much larger.
Yeah.
So if I was in somebody new coming through the door, I would most definitely get XRP.
XRP.
But then once you start off with your XRP, and like I say, do your research, find out. Just don't throw money on XRP. You know, find out what the coin does.
Yeah.
You know,
Please
find out
do
where
your
the
research
coin.
out here, people.
Yeah, most definitely do your research. And then from there, if you want to maybe your third or fourth or fifth coin, you want to buy some Bitcoin, I would suggest that as well.
All right. On the flip side of things, you're a new investor and you hearing all this information, right? What are some coins you'd be like, nah, stay away from that one. Don't do anything with this coin. What's that
one? Folks gonna get mad. Well, I really don't want to say this because once I say this, there's gonna be millionaires that come from these coins, man. But they call a lot of these coins, we call them meme coins.
Yeah.
Which meme coins are coins that really don't have no use case. They're just coins.
Yeah.
But like word of mouth sometimes boost their price, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they're I'm not gonna lie to you, these coins have communities of people that love these coins. And the community themselves be pumping these coins.
The coin is the celebrity.
Yeah. So but what I would say, man, I mean, I hate to say this because I mean I might buy some in the future. I call them lottery coins, but like Shiba Inu, like Dogecoin. A lot of folks always talk about Dogecoin. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on them, you know what I'm saying, but they're meme coins. Yeah, they got this new coin out that's making a lot of noise right now. Like some of these coins make noise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's another coin out there that's really coming up right now called Pepe. I don't know if you heard of Pepe.
I've heard of that
one. Yeah, Pepe. But if you could be that person to get in on these coins, because like Pepe and Shiba, these coins are less than a penny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you bought $100, $500 of a coin that's less than a penny, and this coin breaks a zero, depending on what zero is set behind the decimal, I mean, people are making some money off of these coins.
Yeah. So but this is going back to penny stocks.
Yeah, but this is going back to penny. You playing that penny stock game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie to you. The penny coin game is better than the penny stock game. But you got to choose
because there's a lot more volatility in there.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to get in. You hit your upswing and get out.
Yeah.
But there's Dogecoin millionaires out there. There's Shiba Inu millionaires out there. So even though I'm saying stay away from these coins, or I wouldn't really invest in these coins, I could be wrong on that.
Hey, listen, I always tell everybody there's no wrong market in the market. There's always a way to make money. And there's going to be some expert out there who knows how to time this thing to the T and make their money. So there's going to be people who know what they're doing. But for the average cat to come in the market, you ain't going to be that guy. You got to be prepared to take them lumps because them L's is for you to build upon. And if that's going to be what you're going to master, and hey, kudos to you for figuring something out that a lot of people ain't got the patience to do. The average person ain't going to do it. So back to the average cat. All right. A lot of people, last question on this one. A lot of people don't know what the difference is between a coin, a token, whatever else they got going on out there. So if you're able to simply explain what the difference is between what people are buying in this crypto space, break it down, coins, tokens, or whatever.
Yeah. So to be real with you, a coin is a token. It's the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I guess it's probably just a terminology that some people may use. So if you buy a token or you buy a coin, I prefer to say coins because they're to me. Well, to be honest with you, I prefer to say digital currency.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
So I,
covers
I
it
prefer to say
all.
digital currency. Yeah. But if I was to say coins or tokens, I'm kind of a coin guy. But it's the same. It's the same. Coins, tokens. It's pretty much the same.
So what you got to say about the NFT market? A lot of people got into it when it was super crazy. It was all in the media. Everybody's buying paintings that's NFTs, and now all of a sudden you see the price of that stuff that just hit
Yeah, it
the
plummeted.
bottom. Yeah, it is. So what do you
Yeah.
think about NFTs right now?
Well, to be real with you, I didn't really get too deep into NFTs. I know a little bit about it. It kind of the NFT space kind of plummeted, but the whole entire crypto space, went down. The crypto space has been down for like it's been down for a while, 2 years. We had a little bull run about a year ago, a little over a year ago, but it wasn't the bull run that we gonna see coming up. But
Okay.
but as far as the NFT space, I never really got into it too much, but I thought it was great for artists. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean everything is going digital now. I mean
Yeah.
we're not in 2000 no more. We're not in 1995. We're not in the 80s no more. I mean we're going into I mean it's 2023, but we're going into 2030. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
this is what we talking about.
Yeah, everything is going digital and claiming ownership of whatever art piece that you may have and you storing it on the blockchain or storing it however you got it. I think is very cool. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
it's a cool thing to do. Uh and I'm also familiar with I was dibbling down. So I said I wasn't really messing with the NFT as far as like the art type space.
Yeah.
But what I was also doing was I was doing something called yield farming on you ever heard of yield
Okay.
farming?
I think you were telling me something about the nah, you was doing staking. That's what you were telling me
Yeah,
about. Is that
yeah,
the same
yeah, yeah.
thing?
It's similar. So
Okay.
and NFTs kind of play a part in this as well. So this is how I was using NFTs. But if I could explain this correctly, so I was actually staking and farming some coins. So what I was doing was when XRP was in their court case, I always had my XRP sitting in Coinbase. It was
Yeah.
just sitting. It would go up with the market, it was going down with the market, but it was just sitting in Coinbase. So what I did was I did a little research and I was trying to find out how I could stake my coins, how I could farm my coins. Meaning, some folks might be like, what exactly is staking or farming? So what I was doing was when different transactions happen on whatever blockchain. So say you're working in the Ethereum blockchain and people are transferring tokens, cashing out tokens, sending tokens, whatever you're doing with your tokens, buying stuff, whatever you're doing with your tokens is being validated by something called proof of stake.
Okay.
So it's being validated in the blockchain. But the validators is is within the blockchain, but you have to have coins available. So say if someone is transferring Ethereum to XRP, you got to have the coins readily available to transfer the coins.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you can't transfer coins if you don't have a pool of coins to pull from.
Right.
So what I was doing was I was actually placing a portion of my XRP in this staking pool. So I was actually loaning my money to this pool,
Ah, okay.
and
So you was
as I
basically
was
a bank.
loaning, yeah.
Yeah.
So as I was loaning my tokens, as I was loaning, I was getting paid, or I was getting paid interest with
Right.
another coin, and
Okay.
this was like every second of the day. I can go onto my staking profile, and I'm getting dividends all day, every day. I'm just looking at the numbers just go up, go up, go up, go up, and that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
When I got time to pull my money out of that staking pool, uh, it was a nice for me just to take my XRP tokens. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, I put like $10,000. For me to have $10,000 worth of XRP sitting in this pool, I was getting like 67.5% APY, APR. It was like 67.5% like returns. And it might have been like in the 24-hour period, the coins that they would reimburse you with, they will pay you out with, they were cheap coins. But if you had $10,000, like you got a lot of those coins in a day. Yeah. So I mean, I was busting around like $32 a day. But as you kept that in there for like for so long, it will fluctuate. Yeah. So I might be at 67.5% interest for like 3 weeks straight, and then like another 3 weeks would be like 42% interest, and then 27% interest. But it's better than my coins just sitting in Coinbase.
Nothing.
You know, yeah. So you could do that. You could stake coins. Like that's one thing that crypto gives you that like a bank wouldn't give you. You know what I'm saying? This is the new way of storing money. It's the new way of making money. And folks will be listening to this interview and they're like, staking and you putting your coins over here and they're going to pay you this amount of coins. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just sounds like free money. But to be real with you, that's what it is. I was helping by me placing my coins over into this staking pool. I was helping the pool function because I was placing my coins there so they were able to use my tokens. And since I was helping out that staking pool, they were paying me funds. Yeah. And it added up, dude. Man. Yeah, it added up, man.
We make money. Yeah. Speaking of making money, you the first guy. We're going to transition into the hip hop phase of things because you're the first guy who I give credit to right now that started breaking down Nipsey to me because I didn't. You know, I'm an East Coast dude. Dominantly, you know, and predominantly the music that I listen to is East Coast. As you know, we used to do Wu-Tang, all that stuff together. So when you hit me in the nip, you know, I didn't listen to him immediately, but I started listening to him a little bit more. And he was the first guy that I heard that really started giving financial literacy in his raps. And that's what kind of, you know, led to where I'm at right now. You know, that's the inception of the inception of Stocks and Bars can be contributed to first you because you introduced me to Nip, and then Nipsey for being able to translate what he was doing in hip hop and as far as cryptocurrency. So you know, shout out to you for making me listen to Nip. You know, rest in peace, Nip, and all that stuff right now. But I want to also ask you, what are you listening to right now as far as hip hop is concerned?
Oh man, woo, hip-hop.
Yeah, what we got? I know Nas just dropped. Just dropped. If you ain't get a chance to listen to that, check that out.
I have, you know what? It's funny because I haven't heard it yet. So
yeah, I just listened to it this morning.
Okay, yeah. So what I'm listening to right now, man, to be real with you, so you know, I listen to all different types of music. From East Coast, the West Coast, the down South, the Midwest.
Yo, me and Chris used to listen to Master P regularly.
Yeah. So I grew up on Wu-Tang. I grew up on another group I used to like was EPMD.
Yep.
I grew up Lords of the Underground.
Yep.
I grew up on Outkast, Goody Mob, UGK, you know, Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and Corrupt and the Dog Pound, you know, so I get around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but as far as what am I listening to today?
Yeah, what you got?
So, you know, I'm straight hardcore down South, you know what I'm saying? I'm rolling with them down South gangsters. So, you know, a lot of folks will come on here and tell you, you know, name a lot of New York artists, but what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna tell you what I'm listening to right now. So I am listening to a dude named Young Nudie. You ever heard of Young Nudie?
I can't say I heard of Young Nudie though. He got
Young
stuff
Nudie
out on
Yeah. So Young Nudie, he's one of the young guys from Boulder Crest Road, man. It's my neighborhood that I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm bumping Young Nudie. Young Nudie falls with he falls with 21 Savage. So Young Nudie and 21 Savage, they run together.
Okay.
So I'm bumping that new Young Nudie. I still work around soldiers. I'm just not in war zone. So a lot of the soldiers, I'm around a lot of young soldiers. So they, the young dudes, young nudies are young artists. So they love nudie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bumping nudie, of course, 21 Savage. I stay bumping Gucci, man. Whenever Gucci drops something, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the Gucci. Yeah, I'm a big Gucci Man fan. I bump a lot of old school stuff, man. I'm a big Trick Daddy fan. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I still bumping that old school Trick Daddy. I know y'all see him on the reality TV with Trick, my man. Well, when I'm riding in the Chevy, I got the TDD, old school, man. So I bring it up because I was actually bumping Trick Daddy yesterday. So yes, I'm bumping Trick Daddy today. A big group that I'm on right now, to be honest with you, my favorites is Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, Griselda.
We vibe with Griselda.
Yeah, man, Griselda, man. Woo. They're my guys. West Side Gun too.
You used to stay in Buffalo for a little bit.
Well, I used to be in Fort Drum.
Okay,
which is not far from Buffalo. It's in a town called Watertown, and I'm a Buffalo Bills fan. Yeah. So speaking about communities too, I'm also part of the Buffalo Fanatics. So there's all different types of communities out here, man. So yeah, but I'm part of Buffalo Fanatics. What else am I listening to? I was bumping that old school T.I. the other day too. You know what I'm saying? T.I. is my man. I like to listen to T.I. I was watching what's the verses with Dipset and the Locks.
Yeah.
And your boy Jada's hard. Jada is my man. Oh, Kiss.
Yeah.
So I bump Kiss, Styles P. Yeah. Nas always been my guy.
Oh yeah.
So as a little kid growing up, man, Nas was like, as far as like lyrics, a lot of folks is like Nas or Jay-Z. I'm always been Nas. So I'm a Nas guy.
Nas,
yeah. So Nas, Mobb Deep, Prodigy, Havoc, those my guys.
Yeah.
But as far as right now, man, I'm pretty much, when I'm riding in my car, I got my system in my trunk. I want to bang some beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm down south gangster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let me ask you this: you've been around the world, and hip hop is a universal music that everybody understands and loves. What do you see when you're at other countries on how people perceive hip hop?
Man, I'll tell you this, my first time going to Dubai. And before we left the States, I was with a group of guys, females too, it was a group of us. We were in Virginia going through training. And it was a dude that we were with. He says he had already been to Dubai before.
Okay.
So at the time, I was like 26 years old. This is the very first time I'm ever going overseas.
Yeah.
So he called me Young Chris. He said, Young Chris, when we hit Dubai, I'm gonna take you to this club, man. You're gonna have a good time. I'm like, okay, I hear you talking, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of excited because he'd been there before. He'd been talking about it the whole time. So we get to Dubai, and I'm from Boulder Crest, East Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So we go to the club. It's called, now those folks that have been to Dubai are probably gonna know the name of this club when I say it, but it's called the York Club. If you're an American, you've been to Dubai, you've probably been to the York Club. A lot of the Americans go to the York Club because they got all the pretty ladies in there, and it's a hip hop club, and you get the Dubai feel. So we go to the York Club. As soon as I walk up the stairs, they already got the music playing. And do you know, this was 2010, so OJ the Juice Man was kind of, he was still doing his thing. OJ from my neighborhood too. Man, they were playing OJ the Juice Man and Gucci Man as I walked in the club in Dubai. I felt like I was at home. I said, oh, snap. and man, I said, oh, okay. So that was like my first introduction to like being overseas and listening and seeing how the club scene is reacting to like hip hop.
Yeah.
But man, it doesn't even matter where you go to, man. Hip hop is huge overseas, man. I've been to Thailand, and hip hop is like all the clubs in Thailand play R&B, hip hop, and I'm talking about they playing the bangers too. Like the DJs is on point. Yeah, DJs is on point. So Thailand most definitely, Dubai most definitely. And the good thing that I like to see as well is because you're right, I do travel the world and I do see it. So I like to see when the hip hop artists travel to the countries, in Asia and Europe and the Middle East, because they have a large fan base out here. But as far as like being outside the United States and hip hop, oh man, hip hop is, if not bigger, it's just as big as the United States.
I would think it's bigger overseas.
And you know what? I was gonna say I think it's bigger, but I just didn't want to say that.
Yeah, you've been around to confirm it. I haven't. So my thought is it's got to be bigger, because the way they do hip hop over here, where they try to make the artists seem like they're demons for what they do, and then all of a sudden they making all the money. Yo, it's got to be huge over there.
Even just to let you know, man, I've been in war zones. I was in Afghanistan. I was in Salerno, Afghanistan, which is eastern Afghanistan, in 2010. It was very bad at that time. I'm talking about, we used to catch rocket attacks and everything. I done been like real rocket attacks and rockets coming over and exploding. I'm running to the bunker and I'm trying to duck and dodge the rockets. But there was it was a dude named Sabir. Sabir and Sir Dodd. It was two of them.
Okay.
But they were huge Wu-Tang fans, and they had Wu-Tang gear. They had the Wu-Tang shirts and everything. Afghani dudes. You know what I'm saying? And they knew Wu-Tang. Yeah. So I mean,
worldwide, for real.
Worldwide, man. So man, just to let anyone know, hip hop is huge over here. Over Middle East, Asia, South America, it doesn't matter. It's huge.
Yo, Chris, we had an excellent conversation, man. We're running about an hour right now, and I want to show love to you, appreciate you, man. Like, part of my show is I make sure that I give everybody their flowers, while they're alive, man. And I always tell people that I love them. And you're definitely a guy that I can show love to, man. I love you, brother. Like, every time when we tap in, it's great, because like I said, you're my longest tenured friend that I got right now. And we're going to continue to run with this. I love your kids. I love everything that you're doing. I want everything that you want. I want you to succeed at every investment that you got. I want the best for you, brother. So, man, I appreciate you being able to stop by, show love to me on my show, spend some time, catch up, and, share some knowledge with people and they can get invested in the crypto space. This is what we're here for, man. So I appreciate you, brother.
And I appreciate you too. And I just want to say I love you too, man. We go all the way back, man. To see when we're in like 9th grade, 10th grade, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, to see where we're at now, to see your progression, my progression, your wife and your beautiful kids, and man, just to even see you as motivation for me, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say I thank you, I love you, and I appreciate you having me on your platform, and I'm always here, you know what I'm saying? Holler at your boy Slick Crook, because I'm here.
Yeah, let everybody know where they can find you one more time on the IG.
Yeah, on the IG, you can find me at slickcrook_the shooter. Hit me up anytime.
Yeah, you can also find me anytime. That's at Wincrease Team. That's on all platforms. That's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Even on threads. Even I dabbled over there one time. I ain't over there too much, but you can find me anywhere that's at Wincrease Team. And as always, stay positive out here, family. Everything you want is at your disposal. You have it in your circle. Make sure you tap into it. All right, peace.
Yo, give me my socks, I'm gonna need them. I'm strategic, plan on my family future. Dynasty that I'm breeding, best believe the path is destined with every step that I make on the semen. I am a demon, devil, whatever you wanna call it. I am a heathen to financial markets, so I beg your pardon. How to get them dollars, I am not a martyr. I just saw the problem that was created just to keep making us broke. When I fix it, you can call it karma, get a culture armor. Defense against those that we war with. Stolen from us, we taking it back. Glad we ain't agreement, this is what we needed. This type of hip hop, me and Martin Martin Luther had dreamed it, I live it, breathe it. The summer, fall, winter, spring, has every season, I am the reason. We kicking the doors down, tearing walls down, that's what you call sound. Like a 4-pound, we are all bound. This movement, I'm getting it off ground, I'm taking it cross town. From the Palisades had to Georgetown. What we doing with it? We getting it all now, no intervening. It's never been done. Now you can say that you've seen it. I pledge allegiance. Which rapper goes next? Let's make this a sequence. Stocks and bars.
Stocks and bars. Stocks and bars. Stocks.